Oh, a Doomsday. I really enjoy this map, but I haven't played it in a long while. I think because it's not in the usual rotation, since it's, you know, I don't really remember. It's called Special Delivery, I believe, this game mode. And yeah, today I've decided to talk in English. I tried it once, not too many people enjoyed it, but a few did, so they kinda asked me to do it again, and I actually want to do it again. So, nope. Nothing was planned for today, but I kinda had a free evening and a lot of work too, so I just decided to relax like this, although I'm not sure it could be called relaxing since I'll be speaking English and it's really freaking hard, since I usually have no practice. Hello. I could probably switch to your requested music sometime later. Guess I'll just finish the Necrodancer soundtrack first, because I really enjoy it, and then I can probably go and just try out whatever you guys have ordered. So the reason I like this map is, yeah, this too. The reason I like this map is that it's so small and focused. No one has to, you know, you don't have to progress through the map. You never have to run for a long time to get where you need to get. It's like you exit your spawn point and here it is, everything's here. I really love small maps and I really dislike having to spend a lot of time just getting to the action and then getting backstabbed. And this map is also good because of how hard it is to actually capture the final point. It's not like a, you know, a regular capture point where you just stand for like 5 seconds with a couple of scouts and you get it and that's it. No, you have to ride this lift and the snipers can snipe you. The soldiers can just rocket jump to you and murder you. The sentries can ruin your day. Anything can happen. So whenever, oh, there you go. Whenever someone rides this lift, their entire team just have to protect them. And we did! Yeah, fuck you, Blue. Have I ever bought loot boxes in any game? Not necessarily loot boxes, because, well, as you may know, Team Fortress 2 doesn't really, well, you don't really need to buy loot boxes here since they just drop randomly, but they are locked. Have I ever spent money in a game with loot boxes or microtransactions? Yes, and this is it. The only, I believe, game where I did it. Well, that's because I enjoy it. I've played it for over 10 years and I felt that it was, you know, me showing appreciation to the developers who keep updating it. So yeah, I think I had this little tradition of buying a key like every year and opening up a chest and, well, whatever comes out could be special. And actually, at one time, I really did get a special item. It's called, they're called unusuals here. I got a hat for a spy with a huge pink heart floating around it. And well, there were two problems with this hat. First one is I don't really play spy, and the second one is when you're a spy, you don't really want to get noticed, and this huge fucking heart above your head, it really makes you stand out. So at one hand it was really cool hat, on the other hand, well, it wasn't really for me. So I found a guy who really wanted this hat, and he had another unusual, and he proposed a trade for this hat for heavy with confetti. I did paint it. I did paint it gold, but yeah, it has the green confetti effect, and it's pretty fun. I really like how it looks. I renamed it, of course, because the heavy is the putis. And yeah, I also renamed my minigun. As you may know, the default name for it is Sasha, but I decided that it needed a better name. And of course, I have bought a lot of upgrades for my TF2 items. So as you can see, I have upgraded my Nyasha with kill count, with kill streak count, and with a green sheen. You may see how it just sheens like Charlie Sheen. Wing. Well, I don't think it looks green, to be honest. It kind of looks red. What? You already lost? I've spent like 2 minutes masturbating to my items and you already lost? Oh my god, team. Oh my god. So yeah, let me just get back to you. Privet, yes. Yeah, the plan is just TF2 because it's the most relaxing game for me, and I would really just love to talk. Actually, you know, I could go deeper into TF2 and just go through my huge inventory, and hell, maybe I could even buy a key and open up something. I could, actually, if you want to. I do have where is it? I do have quite a few whatever. I do have quite a few paints, and I do have quite a few name tags and description tags, and I haven't used them for like a few years because I never really had any sort of inspiration to do so. So if you guys have any good idea on what I should name my stuff, I might as well. I do have a lot of unnamed things. So yeah, my team just keeps losing, and I don't want to carry it. Have I presented video games as birthday gifts? All the time. Well, like, all of my friends are gamers. I don't really see any point in having friends who aren't gamers because I'm a gamer. I'm not really interested in well, anything else as much as I'm interested in games. So it's like the default birthday gift. You know, it's sort of, well, what you do when it's your friend's birthday. You go to their Steam profile, you open up their wish lists, and there you go. If yes, which game was the last time? Well, that's hard, because it you're asking me to remember. I don't. I never think about it. I just open up a wish list and then, oh, right. No, actually, I do remember, because it was Alfina's birthday in April, and there was Danganronpa in her wish list, and I'm like, so yeah, I just had to do that. Where did I learn English? From video games. Like, I'm not even shitting you. I think you all perfectly know that school doesn't teach you shit. Well, especially because it doesn't really ask anything of you. Watergate? Ah, Watergate. Yeah, let's play that. And so yeah, I had like a couple years of school education, and I knew some basics of English, and then I just started playing video games. That's it. And in Mega Drive era, I don't think there were that many text-heavy games. I think the most text-heavy game for me was Shadowrun, which I streamed recently, and it had a lot of slang that I didn't really understand and a lot of text, and well, that was interesting. But then came PlayStation and like Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy VII. When I went in, I think I didn't understand like half of the words, and I just intuitively, you know, made up their meanings in my mind. I never went to grab a dictionary. I just read, and I don't know how it works. I assumed these words meant what, you know, what would be appropriate in context. And that's basically it. I kept playing a lot of JRPGs, and the next milestone came when I went to discuss those RPGs on online forums. And to be honest, I feel kind of bad about my English at that time, because I went to talk with native speakers and my English was horrible. I remember what kind of crap I wrote back then. It still haunts me. I feel very ashamed, yes, that people had to see that from me. But again, practice makes perfect. So like a year came by, and I think my English was... it took me just like half a year, maybe a year, of chatting online with native speakers to become indistinguishable from them, and at times even better than them, because so many English speaking people don't know like basic rules, make stupid mistakes all the time, you know, not knowing the difference between there, they are, and there. Oh my god, it just ticks me off every time. Guacamole 2. Well, I think they're gonna show it on E3. What do I love more, TF2 or FF14? Well, they are different games, because I do understand that Team Fortress 2 is a team game, but for me it really is more of a solo game. I never really... I actually forgot the last time I played TF2 with somebody. I simply just go in alone and run around and murder people. While Final Fantasy XIV is the most hardcore cooperative game that I believe I've played, and so yeah, they are completely different. FF14, it can be relaxing too, of course, when you just rerun the old easy dungeons, but that's not what I'm playing it for. I'm mostly playing it for the hardcore challenges. So I can't really pick one. I really like these two games a lot. Name your airstrike. Justice reigns from... Ah! Well, that's a nice name. Now I just have to think about whether I'm ever going to use airstrike. But I can try. Actually, why am I not using my Wrangler? I actually picked an engineer because I have a Wrangler contract, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, kill 20 people with a Wrangler is horrible. I can't bring myself to use it. But that's a nice name. That's a nice name for airstrike. The more you learn English, the more apparent is the gap between the ability to understand and the ability to actually speak it. Yeah, and by the way, that's a nicely worded sentence. Well, yes, of course. I mean, I think, like, every one of us has to read English at some degree, like every day. Every one of us deals with stuff written in English all the time, because everything interesting is always written in English. But you never have to speak it. And when you try, it's usually not appreciated. Video games and internet, the best English teachers since the birth of Christ. Well, that's an interesting statement, considering English wasn't around at the time of the birth of Christ. So, could you... Oh, please, let's not go there. Why did you decide to speak English at tonight's stream? Well, I've tried it once at my regular retro stream, and half people liked it and half people didn't. So I... half of the people, I do believe. Yeah. So I just thought that I shouldn't really do it again on my regular streams, since people... Oh my god, since people didn't enjoy it that much, but a few people asked me to do it again, so I thought, why not? I do enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun to practice English, and it's... Jesus, what's that word? Useful? Helpful? It's nice to practice. Not understanding FF7 combined with an awful translation. Well, yeah. I know it's ironic, because translations of FF7 and FF Tactics were atrocious. But yeah, those were the games that I learned English from. I think it's from. There are schools and there are schools. Wow. School education did that good. That's absolutely great. But well, yeah, I think the best that can come out of school is that it can spark an interest in a subject, But yeah, I do play Overwatch a lot. What was I talking about? Right. But it can never. The school can't make you speak English well, and usually school not only fails in making you interested in the subject, it usually ruins your interest in it. So I'm happy for you if that wasn't the case with you in English, because yeah, that's rare. A lot of Russians can't even speak Russian properly. Of course, I know, right? The most surprising thing for me was to learn that native speakers often don't know the difference between lie and lay. I'm not sure if I do, to be honest. Rise and raise. Well, rise and raise, I think I do get it. But yeah, it's damn, lie and lay are really tough. I'm scrolling my well, you know, I'm trying to keep the, how do I put it, the remark that I'm answering to on screen. So yeah, can I sing in English? Well, I'm not really good at singing, but yeah, sure I can. I do it all the time. I just I'm not a fan of my voice, and I don't think my voice is well suited for singing. It breaks like all the time, and it's just not pretty. But yeah, I do sing like constantly. I just put on some music and I keep singing to it. Of course I'm Russian, yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure how... I can't possibly be sure about how bad my accent is. While I know that I do believe I can escape the usual pitfalls of Russians speaking English. You know, the hard R, and the I don't know how it's the philologists are going to crucify me for this, but well, you know, the Russian T is very different from English T, so yeah, I think I do avoid that mistake as well, but I'm pretty sure I still have a horrible accent, and I'm worried that I can't really define it. I don't really realize what I'm saying wrong. How the fuck did you find the door with your ass? Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, it's obvious that I'm not a native speaker, but well, I think the pauses I'm making when I'm thinking up, trying to remember those words, are the most obvious. The most obvious what? Yeah, this makes it obvious. It's really simple. I do know all the words that I need to speak well, but since I don't have practice, they don't come up to they don't come up in my head when I need them. Yeah, you can request music. I will switch to it as soon as Necrodancer soundtrack is finished. No, I don't listen to Nautilus Pompilius. I don't really enjoy Russian music. Almost all of it. It's noticeable enough, but won't be able to pinpoint an Easter slap. Well, yeah. And it makes me worried because, you know, I don't know what to work on. Like, how can I improve? Nah, I'm not gonna play some Nautilus Pompilius. Really, I don't like Russian music. I wouldn't enjoy it. Why are you still living in Russia? You know English well. Well, that's the thing. Right now, you can see how much I struggle with just remembering the right words to express myself. Considering my profession, I just can't be as proficient in English as I am in Russian. And I do believe there are enough English-speaking games journalists in the world. There are tons. So I can't make living abroad while doing the same thing that I enjoy. That is part of my accent, isn't it? Most native speakers usually ask me if I'm free. Oh, the horror! The horror! Wow, I was a team leader. The vocabulary in your head might erode, and sometimes it's just lack of practice, both vocal and text. But, you know, even when I was at my best, when I had, like, 4 years of uninterrupted practice in text, you know, in written English, I still wasn't good enough. I do realize it. You know, it's one thing to just be able to express yourself and chat with others. It's absolutely another thing to write articles. You have to be much better than I could ever possibly be. Well, I do realize that some sites like IGN don't really care that that your vocabulary is low. But mostly, you know, whenever I read Eurogamer, I realize that they are just that good, and I can never be that good. Yeah, see him. Also, in stress, your words can mess in your head. I once said reply instead of repeat. Yeah, that too. But, I think that's not really exclusive for foreign language. I just did a a short piece, a fun one for Knoble, where I looked up funny quotes by politicians, and I'm sure you know Vitaly Klitschko and how he just said приготовиться к земле when he meant приготовиться к зиме, and that's just like what you have described, only it wasn't in foreign language really. Oh, so Brits know their grammar. can't say I'm surprised. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this stream at 11 because that's when Shadow of the Tomb Raider gameplay drops, and I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna post it, and I don't expect much from it, but I've seen the story trailer and I absolutely didn't enjoy it. It's like the first game was grimdark, the second game was grimdark, and then they made the third game and they're like, oh, this is the darkest one. Yeah, thank you. Should I be excited about it? Like, people love Uncharted for it being fun. Not only in gameplay, but also in dialogue. And these new Tomb Raiders are like just the opposite of fun. While having pretty good gameplay, they're desperately trying to be serious, but at the same time, the writing quality is just so bad that I can't help but cringe. Let me see. Wait. Right, and there you go, you're dead. So... yeah, Moscow time, right. 11 p.m. Moscow time, I think it was. Yeah. You can learn English perfectly to work abroad. I don't believe it to be feasible. Just think about how many native speakers wanna earn money by writing articles about video games, and how many of them actually do. Nah. I don't think it would work out. So speaking of those tiers of difficulty for written articles, what do you think about Alfina's work for Pathologic Remaster? Well, first of all, I know that she didn't do it solo, and I have no idea which parts were her and which parts were done by others, like our pal translator dude here, who I believe also worked on the pathologic translation. But generally, Alfina's great. Again, the problem is I can only judge from my perspective, which is not, you know, I'm not native speaker. I cannot possibly be objective in this. From what I've seen, I really enjoyed what, you know, the English translation of the Pathologic Classic. I really enjoyed it because the original Russian text was horrible. It was like unreadable. It was laughably. I can't find the words to describe the work of the incredibly genius Nikolai Dybovsky, but that's not Russian. That's something, you know, something horrible. So yeah, I did enjoy it. I believe she did a great job of, you know, retaining the general style and the how do I put it, the meaning of those remarks, while at the same time making them actually readable, making them actually enjoyable, and not what they were for Russian speakers. It's not too Russian for me. It can't possibly be too Russian. It's too theatrical. Maybe that's what you want to say. But yeah, I've read interviews with her, and I've read the Pathology Classic translation. She's absolutely great. Still, it's not, it's not exactly journalism. My problem is that I am very insecure. I can never be sure that what I do in English is actually good enough. See? I can't be sure that what I am praising, like, I absolutely adore English translations in Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre, with that you know, pseudo Shakespearean stylization, but I can't be sure that for native speakers those archaic words read that style is as appealing as it is to me. I can't be sure that they don't react to that style the same way that I'm reacting to Dubovsky's style. You see? So if, for example, I assumed that that such a style was great, it could be from my inexperience, it could be from me not being a native speaker. I can never be sure, you know. Right, that localization of Pathologic was I think it was the one that where they mistook the words arms, you know, arms as in hands and arms as in weapons. I think it did that sort of mistake. Absolutely hilarious one. What about Ace Attorney? Well, I have no... Well, I think the question number one about Ace Attorney is, like, how far would you go when trying to localize something? Would you change the name, the setting, and everything to appeal it to the, like, Western audience, if you're localizing the game for the West? I'm not sure. I don't have a strong opinion on this, because on the one hand I would prefer it to stay true to the original, and such a change really does bring those hilarious moments where you've got a Japanese Miko and you've got an absolutely Japanese setting, and the localizers just are just trying to pass it on as well, you know, there's just this weird village with those weird way of life. But on the other hand, I really enjoyed Phoenix Wright, like all of them. I enjoyed the work they done. I cannot really compare it to the original since I don't know Japanese, but yeah, I'm undecided really. Do I like PewDiePie? No, but well, how do I put it? He's much better now. Like, I started kinda liking him the last year when he had this altercation with New York Times, was it? Well, something like that, where the press started blaming him and he started retaliating. Yeah, I kinda liked him at the time. I also enjoy that he doesn't really give a shit. I like the freedom he has. Sometimes I enjoy what he does. His recent videos are just meme compilations, and those are pretty good. I mean, like equals 3 and like plus 100 500. Those things are just fun, not because of the host or the jokes he makes, but those are fun because the videos are funny. So I do appreciate those shows for bringing the original videos to me. Don't really appreciate their comments. I don't appreciate PewDiePie's comments, certainly. But yeah, I would watch him. I would watch him again. If he does more Slav videos, that would be really fun. You appreciate the modern direction in content. Well, yeah, his new content, yes, because well, when he gained popularity, he was just streaming horror games and squealing, and that was really, I think when I was introduced to him, I never really watched his videos, but I think it was E3 presentation for Dying Light, and they showed a gameplay video first, and then they showed another gameplay video, but with PewDiePie playing it, and it was atrocious. It was cringeworthy. It was like, what's this? Huh? What? What? That's it. I mean, it. I cannot possibly express my cringe at companies trying to get popular streamers to comment on their game, because it always ends up being awful. But that example with PewDiePie just stuck in my mind. I don't know what year was it, like 2011, and I still remember that. Well, whatever. Let's see. When Pewd stopped screaming for cheap views and started doing shit he enjoys, he became much more... Well, yeah, that, and I don't think he ever stopped screaming, but maybe he enjoys doing that. I mean, his reactions are overblown, but so are mine when I'm streaming, you know. I do realize I'm overreacting, and if I didn't have a camera and a mic pointed at me, I wouldn't do that. But it's kind of fun. Why not? Why not? There are people who crying bring 2012 boots back. Well, there are always people who resist change and progress. Are there any actually streamers or YouTubers that you habitually watch? Oh my god. It's a tough question. I don't think I watch any streamers because it's absolutely pointless. I have no idea why would why would anyone do that? And I do understand the irony, of course, but honestly, I never watch streamers. I do believe it's a huge waste of time. As for YouTubers, I mostly prefer not watching them, but listening to them. Just recently, you know, it's my new habit. I never actually watched anything or anyone until very recently. I think my first subscription that I never missed a single video of was well, Mikhail Svetov, obviously, but since then I've started doing more stuff, started listening to more stuff. I do like Colin Moriarty's what he does, Colin's Last Stand. Something else. Well, yeah, well, I can't remember right now which ones were somebody I would listen to for a long time, but yeah, generally it's politics and history that I would waste my time on. Certainly not video games, but yeah, there is a Game Maker's Toolkit. It's brilliant, and yes, I do regularly watch it. And well, there's Donkey. He's kind of fun. His videos are short, so it's easy to watch him. I do enjoy listening to Total Biscuit ranting. Who else is out there? Sean Head is fun. Dude said it himself, playing those stupid horror games, doing dumb reactions was extremely tiring and boring. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess he became a prisoner of his own image. Can't hear music. That's awful. The next track I think is my favorite. It's The Deepest Level, and I really like how Danny Baranovsky managed to intertwine both fun and you know, dancing rhythm with horror undertones, in that the tracks sound both creepy and at the same time fun. I think it's absolutely brilliant. There's a big exodus from YouTube because of Monster's demonetization and switched to Rand's Hat. Was it Rand? Hat? Sorry, Hat? I am not following exactly what you mean. So a lot of people go for rants and commentaries. Well, yeah, well, as you've noticed, that's what I enjoy producing, and that's what I enjoy watching myself. Again, I just don't get it, because, you know, Streams are absolutely useless because the streamer usually doesn't really produce any interesting content. He's simply playing the game. I don't know. And as for YouTube reviewers, oh yeah, here it is. Alright. What about other game documentaries you can recommend besides GMTK? Well, you know what? When I tried to set up this stream, I wanted to go to YouTube to change the name of my stream and I couldn't open YouTube. I would go to YouTube and check out my subscriptions. There were a few. I think one was named Turbo Button. But I'll need to make sure later, sorry. Ah, not had that. Okay, okay. Streamlabs just crashed on me. I did have the tab open, to be honest. I was ready to play your music. Okay, great. Now my work is not working. Ah, fucking hell. You know what? If you live in Moscow or somewhere near Moscow, just come to the meeting this Monday and I don't know, just I don't know what we can possibly do at this time, but man, I hate not being able to do anything in the internet, right? Express your dissatisfaction. Yes, yes. Do that. I found a lot of creators with subscribers less than 10,000. Great passion and effort pushed into production. Oh, and effort pushed into production. Yes. Pseudo retrospective, enormous Dead Rising coverage. Oh my god. Well, that's great. Personally, I appreciate shorter videos because I don't have enough time and patience for longer ones. But I do appreciate it whenever people really go in depth, because most YouTube video game reviews just consist of random footage and someone just reading their sheets of text like, oh, here I wrote this and then this. You know, Total Biscuits, what is I think they are called What Is. Like, they're not even remotely fun to watch. There's nothing to watch there. It's like if I waste my entire time watching something, I would expect the footage to be relevant and interesting, but most of the time it isn't. And you know, most of the time it's either reused you know, trailer / stock footage, but and other times it's just, well, hey, I recorded some of my random gameplay, here it goes, it's my video review. It's awful. It's bloody awful. Oh, this one is great. What about new podcasts? We have no idea what to record about. That's the problem. One of my ideas for podcasts was ranting about the way people are not consuming the entertainment products properly, and by entertainment products I mean art. But I think Vladislav was not that interested in talking about it. He felt it was something he has already covered in our Danganronpa podcast, since Danganronpa V3 is somewhat about it. And so yeah, I just went on and said it on the stream. ACAB, yeah, absolutely. Ah, yes, not what is WTF is. Same thing. Super Bunny Hop. Yeah, I think he's good. And yes, if you do have something to recommend, you know, to a person who enjoys Game Maker's Toolkit and videos like that, I would gladly accept your advice. And also, if you, yeah, I think somebody actually asked me to about TJ Kirk. Yeah, I have no idea. I never watched TJ Kirk. If I should, then you probably should remind me that. Yeah, I have opened up my music player tab, and there are, I think, two more tracks. And then we switch to yours. How about Texnalize? I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. You know, lane streams were made by people who actually knew and remembered it well. I never watched Technolize, and I don't think I would enjoy it. I've seen the first episode and I hated it. I don't really want to try it again. Oh, wrestling is on. I have no idea. I never watched wrestling. I don't see the point. But I guess people like those kinds of performances. Ergoproxy. Well, that would be hard, because in case of Lane, I watched it a lot of times, and I knew what to say and when to say it. I knew what would happen. I watched Ergo Proxy once, and I think you need an encyclopedia to go with it. I also think Russell D. Jones did one. So yeah, there is an encyclopedia in Russian if you want some guide, some commentary to go with Ergo Proxy. You can easily find it. And I don't really see a point in me just doing the same thing. TJ Kirk. Ah, The Amazing Atheist. Right. I have watched him when he was Amazing Atheist. It was a long time ago, and I actually watched him because I was into atheism a lot. You know, why I say was, it's because I realized that atheism was in fact co-opted by SJWs and the radical left, that a lot of their, how would I say, fan base originated, I believe, in atheism fan base. And that kind of makes sense, because the first enemy to overcome, to conquer, when you are a, well, let me just say queer person, I don't want to go into all those, you know, epithets. So yeah, the first hurdle to conquer is, of course, conservatism, traditionalism, and religion. So it's not really surprising that SJWs came from atheists, but it's disheartening. As someone who has always considered himself an atheist and always sympathized with atheists and was vehemently anti-clerical and was actually on the same side as these people, it's really disheartening to see them go full retard and do much more harm than any religion could in well, not any, but, you know, okay, than Christianity could have caused in the 21st century. I would watch him again, yeah, thanks. I would. I kind of enjoyed his rants back in the day. Technolize promises a lot but delivers little in the end. Well, that's, yeah, those reviews are kind of one of the reasons I don't want to go back to it. I have not tried the Good Life demo because I don't have time. I haven't even finished my work for the week. I'm going to have to put up Tomb Raider trailer in an hour, and then I will have to write a big piece for the weekend. So yeah, I don't really have time to play. And I also don't really believe that the Good Life is going to be any good. I just gave money to Swery because he is a funny guy and I believe in supporting him, but I don't really believe in supporting this particular game of his. So yeah, the only anime I would cover in the same way as Lane is FLCL. Fucking hell, there are two! Well, this is interesting. Alright, let's try it out. Technolize and Utena are the go-to prime elitist anime for some reason. Utena is still relevant? Wow. Yeah, Vladislav likes Utena, I think. I will never watch it. I mean, like, no. Just no. Fake Friday? I actually have no idea what fake... Ah, right. Today is the work day. Oh my god, right. Well, because for me... it will be fake holidays, so... I'm gonna work the entire next week. And then I'm gonna go on vacation! And I'm gonna play some Silmeria! Alright, let's see what you have ordered. My fucking god, Streamlabs, what's wrong with you? Come on, work. Utena came back to prominence as it touches some of the LGBT themes. Oh my god! Ugh. That situation when you can literally cannot into both Lane and FLCL. Well, can understand if they're not your thing, but there is a lot to be said about them. There is a lot to comment. You motherfucker. You fucking scouts. I swear to God. You can tie FLCL streams to season. Oh my god! Again, you've done and reminded me that those things actually exist. I have no idea what happens with Streamlabs. It's not me. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me see if it works. Yeah, I don't hear anything either. Okay, next. Okay, this one works well. Greenberg's translation, I don't think I want that. Because I would just pay attention to translation and not the content of the anime. So yeah, I would not enjoy it probably. Let me re-roll and you know what? Yeah, you know, when seasons 2 and 3 of FLCL are released, I will probably watch them and I will probably explode from anger, and then I'll just have to stream the first season while explaining what makes it so great, and then stream the rest of them while shouting at the screen like I usually do. I will probably do that. Let's just see how they turn out. I have like zero belief in them, but yeah, okay. said that after the spoilers, the Avengers would not go. That I wouldn't go and watch Avengers. I still haven't decided. I just didn't like the story. Didn't like the ending particularly. So maybe I should go for this. Oh my god. I think it was here from the last stream and it just coincided perfectly with what I was saying. Yeah, the stream on YouTube is called Veliki Drakon. Yes, because I could not access YouTube to change its name. I mean, thank you, Roscom shithead. That situation when you literally cannot stand anime. I literally have no request thing on my screen. I don't know. It's working. Maybe Streamlabs is glitching for you too. It took like 3 minutes for me to just open the dashboard with stream requests. I think it's better to watch all of the above than trying to watch Soul Taker. I think, I don't know, Soul Taker. Soul Taker is something old, right? I feel like I do remember the name. I'm also getting killed. Holy shit, I'm... Alright. You can start a stream but can't change them. Yeah, well, I am streaming via restream.io. So the data from me goes to Restream, and then Restream just redirects it to both Twitch and YouTube. And I've started it when you know, the Twitch was inaccessible for a lot of people. And it was kind of a way for me to stream on Twitch even when I couldn't access Twitch. And it's the same now. I can't access YouTube, but Restream can. Gamagori theme. Oh yes, it would be good. Come on. Nobody's defending my sentries. Why am I even trying? We were unable to request. Make sure that Streamlabs recent events panel is open. Well, it's open, and that's exactly how I am handling your previous requests right now. Oh my god. Two medics. Two fucking medics on this soldier. Well, I cannot do anything, I guess. Sorry, this is it. I have no idea what I could possibly do. So where was I? Ah, right. Streamers and YouTubers. What I wanted to say about PewDiePie, by the way, is when I watch his, recent stuff, I'm kind of happy that the most successful YouTuber, the top YouTuber, isn't the worst one. They usually are. I didn't watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I watched the original series. I kinda hated the way it ended, and yes, I do realize that that's just because, they pulled the ending out of their asses. But ever since that Hitler movie they made, I just couldn't take it seriously anymore. And I am just not that interested anymore. I don't know. I don't really believe they're good. It's like I've watched the old Helsing series, but I didn't watch the new one. And that's because I don't believe it's going to be good enough. Back in the day, I was watching just like anything that I could get my hands on. Now I don't really enjoy anime all that much. Who was the bald guy? Yeah, it's the bald guy from Brazers, except not. The bald guy is Maynard James Keenan, who is the vocalist for Tool and A Perfect Circle and also Pussifer, but who the fuck would listen to Pussifer? I really enjoyed what he did back in 2001, 2002, 2003, I guess. Tool was pretty much my favorite band back in the day. But then everything went to shit. And A Perfect Circle just released their first good album since 2003, while Tool hasn't released a good album since 2001. So where's the request page for it just crashed. The music was still going, but the recent events panel, it just crashed on me. Just, white screen instead of it, instead of the frame where it was. I don't know, I think Streamlabs is having a hard day, so I guess let's not do this today. Let's not use this feature today. Maybe it will start working a bit later. So let me just pick something. Yeah, yes. You saw the new Kratos without a beard. Yes, that's terrible. Kratos is terrible, with or without a beard. It's time for a riot. Yes, you are correct. Remember ending of old Alchemist series very praised in Gameland magazine. To be honest, I don't even remember how it ended. I just remember feeling it was half-assed and it had no real closure. Where are the enemies? Oh. Oh. The only good thing in the old Helsing series is the soundtrack. It's absolutely brilliant. So, what was I? Right. So, yeah. There are just, you know, so many vloggers, YouTubers, reviewers, and a very, very small amount of them actually tries to analyze things, tries to, you know, bring something new to the table. And I'm starting to think that a very small percentage of people actually needs this, actually asks for this. Oh, sniper, right. Did you know that the crocodile set, I'm not wearing a shield right now because I'm throwing piss at enemies, but the crocodile set back in the day, when you equipped the Sydney Sleeper, Darwin's Danger Shield, and the Bushwaka, and the Snaggletooth hat, it gave you a bonus, and it was an absolutely perfect bonus. The bonus that you could not be killed by headshots. Man, it was delicious. It was, I don't know, the most fun I could ever had as a sniper was equipping this set, then going to a custom map where most sniper duels were had, and just baiting those fuckers into headshotting me, and then counter-attacking by body shotting and killing them. Their tears were so delicious. Oh my god. I named my hat the Body Shot Croc, and I named my body shot rifle the Anti-Sniper Solution with a description of "Cry some more, you pathetic cowards." And I just went to play like 100 hours of, oh, there you go, motherfucker, I can taunt you, you fucking sniper. That's what I was playing sniper, just to troll other snipers, to make them whine about how unskilled I am, and still getting fucking dominated by me. Oh my god, those were absolutely delicious times. Expected some MGS3 reference. Well, there isn't one. One stage in Bullet Witch and it's decent. Well, I guess it is, but... Oh, you fucking asshole. I'm gonna taunt every time I kill a sniper. Man, I hate snipers. Eat some piss. And die. Okay, he just committed Sudoku. It was basically pay to... Well, yeah, I didn't really enjoy the very concept of using a cosmetic item, I mean the hat, to complete the set which gave you a gameplay bonus. Yeah, that was kinda wrong, but just having the set of items that disabled headshots, it was the best thing that happened to snipers in this game. Again, I didn't pay for my hat actually. I think I got it through some more legitimate means, but I'm not sure. I don't think I bought it. I don't think I ever bought any specific items except for weapon upgrades, because they're cheap and, well, let me see. Yeah, 5,000 asshole snipers were murdered by this rifle. I feel proud of myself. Oh, look, a medic. Ah, shit. Snipe, 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 snipe. Come on. Ah, Joe Pesci. Yes, I do want a remaster of Demon's Souls. I've recently replayed it completely on the stream, and I love it. It's my favorite Souls game still. And to be honest, I don't want a simple remaster. I want a full-on remake that would fix what's broken, and there's a lot to fix, and that would add new stuff. I would really love them to remake Demon's Souls while still keeping it fresh. So yeah, not exactly as scholar of the first sin, because the way they remade Dark Souls 2 felt kinda cheap. But, well, something like that, only better. Oh yes, one more kill and I'm gonna dominate that fucking sniper. I kinda feel bad, because that's a bad sniper and he has only 4 points, and he probably isn't as obnoxious as most of them are, but man, I hate snipers. Bullet which reminded me of dirt. Dirt? No, wait. Dirt is a... No, seriously, Dirt is a racing game. A girl about girl and guns that I remember, it was called Wet, not Dirt. Oh my god. I think I actually ranted about it a week ago. Origin of the species. No, I doesn't ring a bell. So where's the spike? God damn it, I'm so close, like all the fucking time, and still miss. Yeah, whatever. What was I? Zajebalu je anglийский. Well, I will be speaking Russian next time. So, yeah. Oh, right. I think I wanted to show off my tf2 inventory. That's a nice idea. The Steam has lost anyway. Not that I helped, but... Yeah. Come here. You... Every time I miss, I just want to quote my favorite character from the Soul Calibur series. What he said in this case was, "Stop moving around! It's irritating!" Yeah, I do remember him, like, every time I miss. So, let's check it out. Where's my... right. The loadouts. So this is my favorite one. This is BioShock Infinite Songbird. You know, it's funny how much they've hyped Songbird back in the day, before the release of the game, and how little of a role it actually plays in the game. This is my absolutely favorite sniper outfit. You know, I'm willing to play sniper just to show it off. It's a fucking owl riding an ostrich. It's Halloween only, so I can't really wear it in battle today. But man, it's delicious. It's absolutely awesome. I really enjoyed how they added a pair of fake legs while changing the sniper's legs to ostrich legs. It's absolutely brilliant. So in this setup I have like 3 bird heads. One is my own, another is Songbird, and the third one is my ride. I don't remember what I got this for. It's a genuine item, so it's probably for some game purchase, but... Ooh, I have a lot of these. Yes, I have a lot. Oh, this is an absolutely retarded thing. Wow, it clips nicely. Yeah, I like it. And the hippie edition. Now he's the perfect hippie edition. Let me see what else. How often do you use a bow playing as a sniper? Usually, I would say usually, because it's easier to hit while not aiming. With a bow, you know, just like with Hanzo in Overwatch, you can just spit in their general direction and sometimes you're going to hit. And if the enemy comes close enough in Overwatch, you can just use Scatter Arrow. I don't think it was patched out yet. And in TF2 you can simply shoot an arrow above the enemy's head and this giant log just stabs him to death. So... yeah, the Huntsman is very easy, but there is a reason it's called Luxman. When I'm playing as a sniper, I'm generally just throwing piss, and I'm hoping that my team does something. Usually doesn't. Hanzo is speeder while Bowman is not. Oh, I think you think too highly of a sniper with Luxman. He's just as speeder as Hanzo is. God damn it. Just burn to death. He did. Fucking hell, alright, whatever. Let me see what else I have. I'm just gonna show off my entire tf2 collection. So yeah, this is my spy. He has the Handsome Jack's mask, and he looks perfectly dapper, except when he gets any sort of animation, because then he just clips. Oh no, no, not now, not now, but oh my god, they fixed the clipping? They actually did? He was clipping through his mask for, jeez, I don't know, like 5 years? I'm going to probably fail. When I've tried to play spy in the last year or so, my backstabs never hit. I used to be a decent spy. I used to have like 4 or 5 dominations as spy. Used to have a great kill streak, well, with the help of Dead Ringer, of course. But then both Dead Ringer was nerfed and I don't know, something happened to the backstab mechanic, and I no longer can be an effective spy, and that's very sad, because spy is the one class, one mechanic that hasn't been used in Overwatch. Fucking hell, I'll just... Yes, okay. I'll just try again. I've actually asked Jeff Kaplan a couple of weeks ago if he thinks that the spies mechanic from TF2 would be acceptable in Overwatch or it will be out of place. Well, his answer was something like never say never, what he usually does. Personally, I kind of expected him to say that no way, that spy only works because there are 20 people on team in TF2. There are lots of them, and it's really easy to mistake one for another. Fucking hell, stop quitting. And since Overwatch is like 6 people on team and they are more focused, and it probably wouldn't work. But Jeff was all like, if we come up with a good story, if it fits the story, if it fits the character, then sure, mimicry is great. But really, I think pretty much everything else is covered in Overwatch. And also the revolver. I can never hit anyone. God damn it, I'm better at McCree than... For fuck's sake, just how does it work? I used to be great at spy also because I used the diamond bag, and I went in and I sapped like 1,000 buildings by engineer, and then I got 10 crits in my diamond bag, and I simply went around critting people to death, and it was very fun. Okay. No, nothing is fun. I can't play spy. It's a miracle I got these, what, 2 Headshots. Nice hat. Yeah, this is my Halloween costume. I think it's pretty cool. Next, I'm going to switch to, I guess, a medic, but I don't think I have anything else to show off as a medic except for my Kritzkrieg, which is appropriately named. I think it's a good name for a Kritzkrieg and a good description for a Kritzkrieg. Let me see. Doesn't have scattering dragons. Well, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Sombra does have invisibility, but Spy has much more. Spy has this mimicry mechanic, which is unrivaled. So, resume game. Am I still playing? I think I have a contract as medic. Oh, look at you. All burning up. If you're asking what, then I am assuming that you have forgotten your 2007. You have forgotten the retardation that was Upyachka. I don't blame you. I wish I did. Well, yeah, nothing much to say about a medic. I have vintage Tyrolean. This is my most prized medic possession, because, yeah, it was vintage by default, but then they have added vintage as a type of items, so it just wait a sec. This fucker just uses airstrike to simply walk on the ground and shoot at people. Oh right, his name is Petr Kovachev. Oh yeah, right. Of course he will. Is there anyone sane in here? Like you? What? You. Yes, go kill him. Come on. Oh no, I'm going to die. Well, fuck that. Let me show you some more. Spies this day relies on Diamondback and trick stabs. Well, I kinda did rely on Diamondback, but I can't really hit anyone with the revolver nowadays. Not bad. Next one is Engineer, but he's pretty boring. Oh right, I am a Mostkos as the Halloween engineer. Yeah, his Halloween getup is pretty fun. The wings, the head, they're awesome. Now let me switch to... Alright, I already showed you my Glory of the Putis and my Nyasha as well. But I do have a couple of other get-up. Oh yeah, this hat is just awesome. The Chicken Kiev and Ivan the Inedible. And yes, again, there is a chicken on a chicken, so you can chicken while you chicken. And at the same time, the ghost of the sandwich is going to follow you. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm really enjoying these things. And here I can also be an augmented American. Yeah, that was fast. And yes, he is a fucking pedo. What else? The Demo Man. Well, I have played quite a lot of Demo Man today. So I have this Sultan thing. And I'm kind of sad that my patented Zatoichi called the Strapon Patapon, it's missing. I think I gifted it to someone. And yes, of course, my absolutely best melee weapon is Gooby Pulse, from that exact comic where Dolan says, "I am Flapin Kans, I am Terroras." So I usually just put on my spray and I just stand near it, and I'm drinking from my. I'm just, yeah, I'm drinking from my sign. It's very fun. Is there any sense in playing medic after all these supports in Overwatch? Well, no one's playing medic anyway. What else do I have as a Demo Man? Wow! What I actually, to be honest, I have forgotten all of this. The Iborg, the cape. I have so many Halloween items that I need to make two separate. This is fun. Yeah, oh, like this, yes. Captain Calamari and the Pauldrons. He looks positively awesome this way, but yeah, he has also the Forgotten King's Restless Head, and it's really hard to choose, especially when it's not Halloween. Sprays don't work. Gee, I don't know. I think I'm only playing it on Valve's servers, but I'm not sure. Now I can never be sure with these new matchmaking. You asshole. So yeah, I think I have already shown this. My default pyro getup is Mozgoyobus, and also the degreaser that blows people. I have named it after a sketch by AVGN, both name and description. It's pretty fine. I also have a back burner set up. I think oh, right. Pyro's Halloween stuff is absolutely great. The slime, the tail, oh my god, the tail. The Furious head. There's just so, oh my, this one, oh, is just, there are so many absolutely brilliant items. I can never pick one set. It's just awesome. Right, kill streak, back burner. Yep. No one can see other sprays. Well, shit. To be honest, I don't think I have ever seen anyone else's sprays, so I guess you are correct. Oh, the gas! I have the gas passer. What the fuck is the gas passer? It's some kind of new weapon that I have no idea how it works. So let me try to backburn them. Читал новые новости про ремейк семерки, новый Versus. Ну, well, it could be. The thing is, when they have announced that they have moved the development from CyberConnect 2 to their in-house teams, it was pretty obvious that you don't just throw away an entire team's 2 years of work unless it's all crap. So it obviously was. And you don't really change developers on the fly like that unless the developers can't do shit, and obviously they couldn't. So I was hoping they would fire Kitase because he was kinda the producer in charge. They appointed him to their board of directors. So yeah, nothing good is going to come out of this. Heal me. Degreaser now has 25% air blast cost, and I don't understand why. They broke their weapon and pyro in general. But hey, let me see. Holsters faster, deploys faster. Extinguishing gives you health. Plus 25% air blast cost. But that's still that's insignificant. I mean, what they did correct was 150% air blast cost on the back burner. Now that's a huge cost, and plus 25% is an absolute bollocks. It's like 25 instead of 20 is not that much of a difference. Now 50 per air blast is another deal. It's absolutely a different thing. So yeah, the pyro is very fun. The soldier, I haven't picked up a name for my favorite rocket launcher that has killed 33,000 people so far, but I did put a KMFDM lyrics in its description because it felt fitting, since well, you know, there is a body count on this rocket launcher. Yeah, I still don't know how to call it. Oh, and yeah, by the way, I'm sporting a pipe and the, what was its name? Well, anyway, the hat with the rocket in it, and I'm doing it for one simple reason: so I can smoke from 3 different sources when I'm taunting like this. I think it's pretty nice. Pyro needs a weapon with less cost for air blast. Well, I think 20 is a low enough cost, and I also think that the default flamethrower has to have something to it that would motivate people to use it. Honestly, I haven't ever used the default flamethrower ever since they have added new pyro weapons, and it was, yeah, I think it was spring 2008. So yeah, for 10 years I haven't used the default flamethrower. It's absolutely pointless. Oh look, the Luxman actually says that Luxman is overpowered. So yeah, he's quite the Hanzo. finally a crit. Well, I'm out. Ah, we're out of time. Well, yeah, see ya, people. So what was I talking about? Right, my loadouts. What else do I have? I think I had one with airstrike. And I might as well just... Ah, right, the Halloween get up looks pretty boring. Oh, Hoodoo. Hoodoo is good. The Australian get up. And... yeah, here we go. The Flying Hornman. So... yeah, I guess I'll rename my airstrike as soon as the map loads. And I'll also be finishing the stream in like 5 minutes. I won't be actually playing on Hoodoo much. New box, you say. And I'm saying that if there were medics, then maybe, just maybe I would agree with you. In Overwatch, a rare match goes where the team has no healers. In TF2, having no healers is the norm. So, what you have to do to survive is to have sustainability. You have to have something that can replenish your health without relying on health kits, because your teammates are going to steal the health kits. And so in case of Soldier, I have Black Box, which heals me on hit. In case of the Demo Man, I have Half Zatoichi, which heals me on kill. I used to have Persian Persuader, which healed me all on ammo pickup. It was the best sword ever. You could kill and it's like you could rush a pyro and he sets you on fire, and when you kill him he drops the ammo and you extinguish yourself with that ammo. The Persian Persuader was absolutely great. How many kills do I have? Right, let's just show me. Yeah, I had Hale's own specialized kills. I upgraded it to the max. I had 10,500 kills with it. Playing with the Persian Persuader was the most fun I've ever had at playing Demo Man, but they nerfed it. So yeah, you see, it's like it has the emerald sheen, and it's kind of, yeah, it's awesome. Now I no longer use it because it doesn't heal me. So I went back to Zatoichi, which I thought I wouldn't have to use. And so yeah, I traded my personal Strapon Patapon back in the day. What I also have is this, the pan of the Demo Pan, which is named I'll Demo Your Pan, because English language allows you to use any noun as a verb. It's really brilliant that way, by the way. I really love how you can use any noun as a verb in English, and it will work. So oh, right, items. So let's just do it. Name tag, use with, oh my god, I'm never going to find it. I have tons of items. This is sniper. Oh, I think I saw rocket. Right, this is the kill streak black box, and this is the airstrike. I really like the name, by the way. It's pretty great. Airstrike, by the way, yeah, Airstrike is really fun. Especially on the maps where you can fly and not get killed. Oh my god, it's that Hanzo again. Yes, I am almost done. If you have any sort of advice for me on how to... What the hell just happened? This shit looks like a default. Did I break it? Right. And maybe I should go back to my justice. Is this? Oh, right. So yeah, I am pretty much finishing my stream. Yeah, the huge downside of using the airstrike is that you not only you can't heal, but you're constantly depleting your health yourself, because in order to attack properly you have to rocket jump, and that's like 40 plus hit points just to make the jump, and you can easily just not hit anyone. Come on, medic. But if there is a medic with you and you're actually getting some kills, that's great. Like, kill stealers. Rapidly shooting 6. Oh, you fucking asshole! How did he manage to intercept all of my rockets? Oh well, oh well. Well, I wasn't going to finish Hoodoo anyway. Yeah, my scout is pretty boring. As I said on the previous stream, the Sandman Guillotine Wombo combo doesn't work anymore. And I really don't play scout. Although the Halloweener costume, I think it's pretty great. And yeah, whatever. So yes, I have a ton of metal. I can craft pretty much anything. Actually, let me just do this right now. I can make a hat. Let me make a random hat and see what it is. Well, it's a duplicate. I already have this. Alright, just one more. Just one more. Give me a new hat. Just give me a new hat. Come on. Terrence Helm, I kicked your ass so hard it went back in time and got me this Viking hat. Well, it's okay, I guess. Tomorrow's stream, yeah, okay, let me just repeat about tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to have a meetup in Moscow, in Marukame, on Novoslobodskaya metro station. Oh, I killed someone. That's nice. And since tomorrow, as it turns out, is your work day, we're going to start at 5 o'clock. Ooh. Random crits are fair and balanced. We're going to start at 5 o'clock, and it's going to last until, well, maybe 9, maybe a bit later. I don't know. Probably not too much, but Tomorrow's stream is going to start real late. I'm estimating at about 10 in the evening. I don't think it's going to be anything, you know, anything of value. I will probably just play Fallout New Vegas for a short while, and that will be it. So if you want to skip tomorrow, you're probably not gonna miss out on anything. All my hats are crafted, didn't buy or trade anything. Well, I did trade, although not much. As it's well known, I don't enjoy talking to people, so nope, not this. What's this? Yeah, right. I think in the past like 4 or 5 years I only got one random hat drop. Come on, you numbnut. There we go. And considering I'm spending most of my time in Overwatch, I think it would be kind of nice to just sell my stuff. But I'm always thinking, if I start selling it, what's the profit? Maybe I should sell everything when the rubble hits rock bottom, and then my great hats are going to cost a lot. Although really not much of this is tradable, to be quite honest. Most of it isn't, and what's tradable doesn't cost much. But earbuds, oh, they are expensive, yes. Yeah, a dick indeed. We are kind of finishing. Shame I have to skip. Well, no biggie, no biggie. I think we are going to repeat it in, well, maybe July. So I didn't play Detroit demo. I have downloaded it and it just sits there, and I don't feel like I should. I don't know. 10 minutes of boredom that I have already seen in trailers. Yeah. Oh well. Cheers, mate. Ooh. So yeah, this is it. See you guys tomorrow. Some of you during the day, most of you late at night. And this is it for today. If you want me to do this again sometime, I mean make an English speaking stream, yeah, just say it, because I have no idea if you're actually interested in that kind of stuff. To be honest, I think probably not. Because when I randomly started playing Overwatch this week, I believe, there were like 50 to 60 people watching me. But when I started speaking English, it's just 20. So I'm guessing English doesn't really cut it. So I haven't played good live demo because I see no point. I have already donated money for it. I don't expect much from it, and you know, I don't know. I would play a demo of a game where I am on the fence, where I am not sure if I'm going to like it gameplay wise or not, but to be honest, I'm not sure if such a game exists. So for example, Detroit, this demo just couldn't possibly have anything that could surprise me, and I think the same goes with The Good Life. Maybe I do sound a bit snobby, it's just that I expect the games to surprise me, to impress me, and demos will not, guaranteed, they're demos, so I'm not much into demos. Yeah, and with The Good Life, well, I already backed it, and Detroit, I will definitely not buy it, so there's just no point. Yes, this is it. I'm going back to work. I still have a lot of work to do today, so sorry. This is it. Maybe someday I'm going to go back to English again, but I think most of my streams, I mean all of my streams, are going to be in Russian from now on. And yeah, thanks for talking to me. Thanks for dealing with my horrible pronunciation, and thank you and goodbye.